doing what's best for me and what's right for me, and I've been doing this for a little minute now, since I was 7 years old. This is the first camp I can, like, enjoy myself and be back. My headspace that I'm in now is way better than what I was before, and that's the only thing that matters to me. I'm looking at it now, just like, I don't know, probably it was a good thing, us fighting. Because you have someone that, we come from two different sides, like, of the world. We still on the same path to get the same thing. I gotta be in there with him, I gotta be able to, his arm reach, his size, his power, the way he moving and things like that. I just gotta adapt as I fight him. I think it's gonna be a great event. Every time I fight is fireworks. Boxing wins come November the 14th. We just giving boxing what it needs, and that's excitement.
3 weeks away, Jake Paul and Gervonta Tank Davis are set to face off in the ring on Netflix. Due to this upcoming matchup, Jake Paul revealed that his team is preparing him by sparring with elite world champion level boxers. He named top talents like Raymond Ford and Shakur Stevenson as his training partners. Their primary focus is not only building his power, but also maximizing his speed. To achieve this, he is intentionally losing muscle mass to make himself lighter. The goal is to ensure his punches are as fast as possible for the upcoming fight.
Yeah, no, we have world champions. Raymond Ford in the 130-pound weight class. We got Montana Lovin. Shakur Stevenson is coming in this week. So just sparring against guys on their level and people who have been doing this their whole entire lives. But we're really focusing on speed. And not as much on power. I'm not doing as much like weightlifting and all of that stuff. I'm actually trying to like lose some muscle so that I have less weight and so that my punches are coming off faster.
Moreover, Jake Paul also stated that his team has received insider reports from Gervonta Tank Davis's training camp. According to these reports, Davis looks exceptionally dangerous and prepared. Paul openly acknowledged the serious threat that Tank poses in the ring. Jake Paul stated, "My team told me Tank is looking dangerous in camp based on intel. Shiver me timbers, 4 weeks, Miami." Malik Scott believed the criticism fighters like Gervonta are getting for taking a Jake Paul fight stems from pure jealousy. He argues that the financial offer was simply too life-changing for any fighter to refuse. In his view, the critics are secretly thinking, "I wish that were me." Scott points out that the payday for this opportunity rivals what top boxers make for major fights. He worries this negativity could discourage young fighters from following in the footsteps of their idols. Malik Scott said, "Most of the critique Gervonta's getting for the Jake Paul thing is coming from jealousy. He was offered a deal no fighter born from their mother would have turned down. A lot of the fighters speaking on it are really just saying, 'I wish that was me.'" Move towards Jaron Boot. Ennis, he felt that Jake Paul looked serious in boxing, noting his dedication to full training camps. He believed Paul is good for the sport because he brings a new, massive audience to it. Regarding a potential fight with Gervonta Tank Davis, he viewed Tank as one of boxing's biggest stars and sees no issue with him taking a lucrative money grab. If Tank wants to retire by making millions in such a fight, Ennis feels that is a perfectly valid choice.
At first, I thought Jake was kind of like trying to play the sport or whatever, but I feel like Jake really be taking boxing serious. He goes through full camps and things like that, and he has a big following, so I feel like he bringing different eyes to boxing and things like that. So I feel like it's good for boxing, and then with the Tank situation, why not? I feel like Tank one of the faces of boxing too as well. So
Sure.
So why not? And why not have a money grab? And I know that Tank want to retire, so if he want to retire that way, making millions, So be it.
Meanwhile, the Wade concept broke down the fight by predicting Jake Paul would rely on his size and power, throwing cautious, big shots to avoid gassing out. On the other side, Gervonta Davis is expected to utilize his superior speed, defense, and footwork to outmaneuver Paul. Tank's strategy would be to patiently wait for Paul to make a mistake and then make him pay with sharp counters. He suggested Tank will aim to slow the pace, working to exhaust Paul so he remains less explosive in the later rounds.
We generally think may happen in this fight is that Jake Paul will probably use his size, his frame, and his power to try to land big shots, not throw a ton of punches, and not gas himself out against Tank, who, again, this is an exhibition. Yes, there'll be judges and someone, I guess, will win, is what they're saying, but does that mean that someone actually has a win-loss on their record? No, because you can't sanction something like this in a pro fight. Tank, on the other hand, who already is a low-output puncher, is going to look to utilize his speed, his head movement, his quickness, his agility, his angles, his footwork, his defense to offense transition, and vice versa to catch Jake when he does eventually open up with bigger punches and make him pay. Also, he's going to look to slow Jake down and potentially work him into those later rounds to where Tank can still be explosive.
According to Robert Garcia, he admitted that he isn't excited by the fight because it will be just a financial success. He is okay with it because it's correctly billed as an exhibition, a tradition in boxing. However, his main criticism is that legends like Mayweather and Ali did this after accomplishing everything in the sport. He felt Gervonta Davis had not yet reached that level of legacy. Garcia believed Tank never gave fans the major challenges or key rematches they wanted to see.
I'm not very interested. That doesn't excite me. I know it's going to do really good numbers. I know they're making a lot of money, which is good for them, good for Tank, because in boxing that's what everybody looks for. I think it's, the good thing is they announced it as an exhibition, which is, I'm okay with it. Everybody does it. Mayweather has done it. Ali did it. The only thing, my personal opinion is Tank. They all did it when they had already accomplished so much. They already did so much. Mayweather did everything in boxing and accomplished everything. Muhammad Ali did the same, and many others that have done it. I think Tank never gave us the fights that we really wanted, never really gave us those challenges. He never really challenged himself. He didn't give Rhodes that rematch, which he should have.
Looking at this potential fight, Tony Bellew believed that if Gervonta Tank Davis lands a clean shot, Jake Paul will be knocked out. He emphasizes that Tank possesses legitimate fight-ending power that Paul has never faced. Bellew believed that even with the reported larger gloves and headgear, Paul would need that extra protection. He calls Tank one of the most exciting and vicious finishers in the sport today. The only thing that gives him hope is the significant size advantage that Paul will have as a cruiserweight.
I'm not gonna lie, if Tank hits him clean, he's going to sleep.
Yeah,
Tank's got
we haven't really
legitimate power.
Yes, isn't he? We haven't really seen Jake Paul take a proper
No, I mean,
shot.
listen, he'll have a lot of smoke blown up his backside by his coaching team and people like that, but when he gets hit for real, with 10 ounce, well, I'm told it's 16 ounce gloves now, it's like an exhibition.
Right.
I'm told it's big gloves and head guards, he's gonna need them.
He will, yeah.
Because if he was to get hit with a pair of 8 ounce gloves off Tank Davis, he's asleep. Because Tank can really punch that. And I think I'd probably go as far as saying I think Tank's probably the most exciting fighter in the world.
Yeah, we're huge fans of him, as are you, yeah.
Yeah,
huge, so exciting.
He's vicious, he's a finisher. And yeah, I can't get my head around it.
Moreover, Nate Diaz stated that despite Gervonta Davis being a great boxer, he can do anything to Jake Paul. He cited Davis's smaller size as the primary issue, even expressing that he wouldn't want to fight someone that much smaller himself. While he isn't officially picking a winner, his analysis strongly leans toward Paul. Diaz concluded that he isn't hating on the matchup, acknowledging it's a great fight. His final stance is to simply wait and see what happens.
You Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis. Does Davis have a chance?
Gervonta is a great boxer, but he ain't got Jake Paul.
So you got Jake Paul by knockout, or?
No, I don't got anybody, but I don't think
He's just too small.
It's just I don't want to beat up somebody that small. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying?
What do you think of the fight?
I don't want to lose to somebody that. There's no point in the fight. It's a great fight, actually.
You think
I'm
it's a
not
good
hating
fight?
on the fight, but I think My thoughts on it is let's watch and see what happens.
But Timothy Bradley criticized and called out the boxing community for its hypocrisy. He questioned Shakur Stevenson and Raymond Ford about how they can support Jake Paul in his preparation, while Gervonta Tank Davis is a 130-pound boxing brother. Bradley was shocked that anyone in the sport would give Paul the tools to defeat a top talent like Gervonta Tank Davis. To him, helping an outsider defeat a champion from your own sport, regardless of personal feelings, doesn't make sense. He believed they needed to look at the bigger picture and see the conflict in their actions.
You don't like what he doing, but you supporting the cause? Make that make sense. Man, y'all gotta look at the whole picture, man. Y'all slacking over there. Y'all gotta look at the whole damn picture, man. You see what Jake is doing? Jake fighting a 130-pounder. Think about that, a 130-pounder, one of your brothers. One of your brothers. Yeah, one of your boxing brothers. You know Jake Paul is fakety fake. Fake. Yeah. Man, wherever that fake pleather. He faker than pleather. Yeah, he is fake. He ain't real. Y'all over there serving them up, giving them boxing lessons. You know what I'm saying? Giving them the secret to defeat your brother. Tank Davis, whether you hate him or love him. That's crazy to me. I don't get it.
Furthermore, Jake Paul clarified that the fight is an exhibition only due to the weight difference. However, he confirmed there will be an official winner and a significant knockout bonus for a KO or TKO. Paul revealed his specific prediction for the fight's outcome. He believes he will get inside his opponent's head and break it. His ultimate forecast is that he will make Gervonta Davis quit.
The only reason it had to be an exhibition is just because of the weight.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's a winner. And there's I don't know if I can say it, but there's like a big knockout bonus.
Okay.
So if someone knocks the other one out, they're gonna get a big bonus.
What about, does TKO count?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I think my prediction was that you make him quit.
I think I'm gonna get in his head.
But on the other side, Gervonta Tank Davis made his intentions clear by publicly calling out Jake Paul, warning that he also plans to knock him out. His confident tone showed he's serious about the matchup and believed he could finish Paul without hesitation. It was a bold and straightforward message that highlighted Davis's determination and fearlessness.
I text that ass again. Tell them boys to give me 150 M's. I'm coming. Know what I mean? When I start streaming out that, yeah, and that, stop it, knock it off, cuz. Stop it. Tell them to send that bag, and I'm coming. And I'm, you know.
From Coach Bugs's perspective, he expected the exhibition to be a good and entertaining fight, but not like the Tyson versus Paul matchup. He noted that he's seen Gervonta Davis spar effectively with bigger guys, which prepares him for this challenge. While he acknowledged Jake Paul's size could allow him to have a moment, he doesn't believe Tank will engage in a reckless brawl. Instead, he predicted Tank would rely on his superior skills to navigate the fight.
I think it's going to be a good exhibition. I think it's going to be entertaining. I don't think it's going to be what you've seen in Tyson and Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? You know, my man Tyson a little old and up in age now, but you know, like I've been seeing Tank spar with bigger guys, so I think it's going to be a good one.
Some people are saying that Jake is so big that he has a chance to have a moment. I mean,
yeah, but I don't think Tank just gonna get in there and just go blow for blow with him. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll use his skills, and I think it's gonna be fun, man. I think, you know, tune in.
Furthermore, Elijah Flores pointed to a specific moment sparring with Gervonta Tank Davis that built his confidence. Davis knocked his tap away and punched him, showing a serious, no-respect mentality. Flores said that Tank's experience and high boxing IQ would be key factors. He observed Tank's ability to walk opponents down while staying defensive. He credited that time with Tank as a major catalyst for his own career growth.
To break it down with the Tank one, I think that's what really separated my what would you say, like just separated my belief and my confidence. Like when I sparred him, like I went to go tap with the glove, knocked it on my hand, punched me. So that showed me like, yo, you're not respecting nobody. And then with seeing the Tank, even sparring him again, it was more so just seeing the IQ, the ability to tight guard, walk him down to box. But I say Tank was the mainly one. After that, I just kind of like took off when I went to Ryan.
Recently, Jake Paul was seen intently studying footage of Gervonta Davis's knockout of Frank Martin. Paul was shocked by the explosive power. This moment underscores his serious approach to analyzing his formidable opponent. He is deeply researching Davis's strengths ahead of their November showdown. In his training camp, Gervonta "Tank" Davis is also honing his elite skills with precise, strategic drills. He's perfecting a specific combination, using a jab to set up his movement. He then quickly evades to the left to avoid any counterpunch. Immediately after, he fires a sharp, accurate punch to the face. This strategy is to outmaneuver the larger Jake Paul. Gervonta "Tank" Davis is sending a powerful message during his fight preparations. In a recent training session, Tank Davis completely dominated a heavier sparring partner. Davis effortlessly controlled the action inside the ring. This display proves he is more than ready to handle a size disadvantage. It's a clear warning to his upcoming opponent, Jake Paul.
He's swinging for the fences.
With just 3 weeks until fight night, the stage is set for a clash of styles and legacies. In one corner, Jake Paul, using his significant size and power, has trained with world champions to become faster and smarter, aiming to outlast and break Tank's will. In the other, Gervonta "Tank" Davis, a proven finisher with fight-ending power and elite boxing IQ, plans to use his speed and precision to dismantle the larger man. With a massive knockout bonus on the line and the boxing world divided, one question remains. Can Jake Paul's calculated game plan withstand the vicious, proven power of Tank Davis? Who you got? Let us know your prediction in the comments. Subscribe for the full Uncut fight coverage on Netflix and enjoy the breakdown.